brave little tailor. Once upon a time, in a cheerful little village, there lived a tailor. He was small and not very strong, but he was clever, cheerful, and full of confidence. One morning, while sewing by his window, the tailor bought some jam. As he spread it on his bread, a swarm of flies buzzed around. "Shoo! Shoo!" he cried. But the flies kept landing on his bread. At last, the tailor grew annoyed. He grabbed a cloth and swatted it down with a loud smack. When he lifted it, he saw 7 flies lying still. His eyes sparkled. 7 in one blow, he declared proudly. He quickly stitched a belt and embroidered the words, "7 in one blow. Now the world must know what I have done," he said. With his small bag of cheese and an old bird that perched on his shoulder, the tailor set off to seek his fortune. As he walked, he met a giant sitting on a rock. The giant saw the tailor's belt and laughed. "7 in one blow. You expect me to believe you killed 7 men at once?" The tailor puffed out his chest. "Indeed, I did. Would you like me to prove my strength?" The giant grinned.
Very well.
"Let's see what you can do." He picked up a huge stone and squeezed it until water dripped out. "Can you do this?" The tailor smiled, pulled out his piece of cheese, and squeezed it. At once, milk trickled down. "There," he said. "I can squeeze water from a stone, too." The giant frowned. "Impressive. Let's try another test." He threw a stone far into the sky, and it came down after a long arc. "Beat that." The tailor picked up his bird and tossed it into the air. The bird flapped its wings and flew away, never coming down. The tailor said, "My stone will not fall at all." The giant was astonished. "One more test," he growled. He led the tailor to a great oak tree and said, "Help me carry it." He lifted the trunk, leaving the branches behind. The tailor climbed onto the branches and held them high. As the giant staggered under the weight of the trunk, the tailor called out cheerfully, "Heavier than I thought, isn't it?" At last, the giant gave up. "You are stronger than you look. I cannot defeat you," he muttered, and he ran away. The tailor continued his journey until he reached a castle. There, the king had heard of his deeds. The king thought, "This little man might help me rid the kingdom of trouble." "Brave tailor," said the king, "2 giants are terrorizing my land. Defeat them, and you shall marry my daughter." The tailor agreed. That night, he crept to the forest where the giants slept under trees. Quietly, he climbed a branch above them and dropped stones on their heads, one after another.
The giants awoke angrily, glaring at each other. "Why did you hit me?" One roared. "I didn't,"
shouted the other. They fought furiously until at last both giants knocked each other out. The tailor crept away smiling. When he returned to the king, he said, "The giants are no more." The king was amazed but still doubtful. He gave the tailor more tasks. To capture a unicorn, and then a wild boar. But each time, the clever tailor used his wits leading the unicorn to trap itself in a tree, and luring the boar into a chapel where it could not escape. Finally, the king could no longer refuse. "You truly are brave and clever," he said. "You shall marry my daughter." The tailor became a prince, and later a king. Though he was small and had never fought a man in battle, he ruled wisely, and he always remembered, confidence, cleverness, and courage can be stronger than brute force. Moral of the story: confidence gives strength, even when you are small. Cleverness and courage can outmatch size and power. Believe in yourself, and you can achieve great things.